Hello, everyone. This is Professor Austin, and yes, is it Monday already? I think I blinked and it was Sunday night. I don't know what happened to my Friday and Saturday. You guys probably are feeling the same way, but happy to be here with you guys. I wanted to go over your Module 2 assignments, or just kind of like what's expected of this week. I'm going to try and start doing like little quick tutorials or just little quick snippets of your weekly assignments so that there's no confusion and, hopefully everyone understands everything. All right, so let me jump into the course. All right, so here's the course. And if you did not notice, I did post an announcement today regarding the rubric for your written assignment for this week. So please make sure that when you guys are checking into the course, read your announcements, because of course they are very beneficial to you all, and it's just to help guide you, throughout your way within the course. So that's the rubric for your Module 2 written assignment. This one covers the organization, assessment, and benchmarking process. So with me, I'm kind of straight by the book, not too tight of a professor, but, I'm giving you guys this rubric so that it's, clear and straight to the point for you guys, so there's no any confusion and things like that. So just make sure that you review it, so that if you're trying to get your full 60 points, you know what you need to do in order to get that. Okay, so the criteria states here. Selection of 2 issues to benchmark performance between sites, and analysis of what the goals of the organizational assessment of the issues would be. That's 30 points. The other criteria, the second criteria, is selection of benchmarking process supported with examples. 25 points. And criteria number 3, it has to be 1 to 2 page paper utilizing proper mechanics and APA format, and that's 5 points. Totally 60 points, okay? So yes, you guys are in the bachelor's program, so I do expect for you guys to, really pour out your ideas. I do expect to see some type of critical thought, things like that. And I know that some of you all are currently working in these healthcare roles or health information roles. So I encourage you to, pull out your everyday, responsibilities, or you may have encountered, some of these type of projects that we're going over in your course. So feel free to add real life situations, which I have seen you guys do, and I think that's very great. I think especially for the discussion postings, it really provides great quality postings and conversations and things like that, because of course some students aren't working in the field. So it's always great to kind of see, from someone's or from their peers' perspective of, how they would handle this or what happened, different type of situations. So yes, I do encourage you guys to bring in those real life situations if they do apply to those weekly assignments. Okay, so that is your rubric for Module 2. And if you notice, Module 2 is really not that heavy in assignments, which is good. Okay, give you guys a chance to kind of focus on your other courses. So for Module 2, let me scroll down here. Let's see here. Something is sticking. Okay. All right, so Module 2 covers analyzing the healthcare environment. So of course you have your quick overview, okay? Within this particular module, you do have the reading assignment. So I do encourage you guys, best practice would be for you all to actually read the chapter first, chapter 2. Prior to jumping into your assignments, it just makes things go a little bit more smoother, and it really helps you to generate those ideas as you're completing that reading assignment. You can apply that content and that material to your weekly written assignment. Okay, so you guys have for this week is the written assignment and the discussion posting. That's it, as you can see here. Okay, so not that much going on. So let's tap into the written assignment. organization assessment and benchmarking process. Okay, so please make sure that you read this thoroughly and to, take your notes, whatever you need to do to make sure that you're obtaining the best possible score in this course. Okay. So as it goes, as part of your work as a PM on the strategic analysis for the potential business operation and standardization project, you will be developing a way to assess the various organizations and benchmark their performance in the areas that were highlighted as a part of the current issues facing the organization. So it's requiring you guys to write a 1 to 2 page paper analyzing how you will structure and conduct the organizational assessments so that you can benchmark the performance between sites in at least 2 of the areas where there are issues currently impacting the organization. See the list below. So you see those bullet points listed below. Provide examples of what the goals of the organizational assessment analysis would be and what benchmarking process will be recommended implementing. Okay, so what would you recommend? And I want you guys to really think about that and give me examples. Provide some great detail on what you will recommend implementing. Okay. All right, so provide examples to support your findings and issues impacting the organization. So just remember, out of all of these bullet points listed here, you're only required to cover 2. Okay, so but with that too, I really want to see some critical thinking happening. So just say, for instance, if you're going to pick, let's see here. Maybe patient safety and quality. Okay. Sites have different operating procedures. Or patient satisfaction. I think I like that one. So what about patient satisfaction? There's no standard way to measure and track patient satisfaction across all sites. So just think about it. So these are some of the examples of some of the issues the organization is encountering, right? So if I was a student, if I wanted to pick, those are my top 2, patient satisfaction. Right now, they have no way of kind of tracking this. Think about, what they do at your current employer, at your current position. What are they doing to kind of track your feedback or track satisfaction? For me, I would say a great example would be to establish some type of survey. All right. So again, I think all employers, all jobs, at some point or another, they do like the monkey surveys and things like that, survey monkeys. And or you may get something like, even as a consumer, I'll use Comcast as an example. Every time, I'm calling for Xfinity issues or technical issues, right before they connect me with someone, they're asking, would you like to take a survey? It takes about 3 minutes, even though most of us hate doing it, but this is a way that they are capturing data. Okay. So going back to the healthcare setting, again, I want to pick the patient satisfaction. I will say a good example of trying to benchmark and, really identify issues would be to perform or conduct a survey. You want to create a survey, all right? And then with that, think about how it will be conducted. How would you present it to the patients if you're just going to solely focus on the patients, okay? Is it going to be email? Is it going to be phone text? Is it going to be through mail? There are so many different ways where we can actually retrieve that information. But, you as an organization or as a PM, you want to think about all these different aspects, okay? Think about even the content that you want to put on the survey. Are we just going to focus on quality of health or patient care? Or what about customer service? That's also very much important. What about accessing your physician? How do you feel about that? What type of relationship do you have with your primary physician? Things like that. So if you're going to pick something, really dig deep, identify, how you're going to benchmark and pull out this data. So for me, I said that to do the patient satisfaction, in order to capture that data, let's implement a survey. How are we going to do that survey, or how is it going to be conducted? email, phone, mail, things like that. And then also think about the content that you want to put on the survey. How are you going to make this very beneficial for both you, the patient, and the organization itself? Okay. Also, too, what about performing an audit before you even get started? That's why I'm just trying to help you guys generate different ideas and things like that, so you can try to perform an audit. Get together with the big wigs, perform an audit, conduct an audit, and go over those results and benchmark them. Okay. Think about within that audit and those results that you guys are capturing and reviewing. Think about how technology is being used in the departments. There's so many different facets that you can kind of take this assignment. This is why I really like it, because it really kind of draws out your competency level and critical thinking skills, because we're not just wanting you to create the right answer, but we want you guys to really use those strategical steps in getting to that particular end result that you're looking for, the positive end result that you're looking for. Okay, so I just giving you guys some couple of examples of what is expected or what you should do for this particular assignment. Also, too, please do not forget that any resources that are used, make sure that you guys are citing and have a resource page for those resources that are actually being used to help support your ideas for your paper. Okay, so please make sure, because we don't want you guys to lose points over something as simple as that. Okay, so so for this week you have the written assignment, organization assessment, and benchmarking process. To me, kind of straight to the point, we just want you guys to pick two of the issues that are impacting the organization, but really dig deep into them. Only 1 and 2 page papers, but I want you guys to provide those critical thinking skills and those ideas that you've come up with in those resolutions. How we're going to resolve that. What would be your technique, in order to, get the results that we are looking for? Okay. Maybe establish some goals, organizational goals, and have the organization itself get on one full page so that we can all accomplish this, and so we can have that positive end result, okay, for the benchmarking process. Also, too, we have a discussion posting, analyzing the environment as a change management tool. Okay, so here again, conduct a quick external analysis to determine the types of change which are likely to occur in the healthcare environment in the next several years. Pick a change that you think will impact healthcare organizations in the next 5 years, and analyze the change management needed for the organization to be able to make the change successfully. Of course, for me, right off the top of my head, I am thinking about technology. I mean, really, technology has changed so much. I mean, you think in terms of like the pandemic, the coronavirus, the COVID-19 that just, kind of took the world for a storm. We were definitely tested and stretched to our limitations, with technology, trying to keep things going. Some businesses closed, but some of them could not, especially the essential workers. How are we able to, still function at an efficient level and produce, the best quality that we're capable of doing? So things like that. So kind of with this discussion posting, think about, real life situations. Think of what you've been a part of, and apply it to your postings as well. Okay. All right. So that concludes what is expected for you this week. Hopefully that makes this assignment for this week a little bit clearer for you guys. Please don't forget to read your chapters first, your chapter 2 first, prior to starting your assignments. And other than that, guys, hope to see you again. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or text me. Thank you, and have a great Monday.